All right, so we're going to calculate with modeling actually Social Security taken at 62, 67, or 70 to see which gives us the biggest bang for our buck. All right. So we're going to use Diane's sample in here. Now there's no expenses, no healthcare costs, nothing, no taxes. We're just saying how much will Diane get from Social Security if she takes it at these certain ages. Or I should say, how much will her investment grow to? Because there's no spending. She's just going to put the money back into a portfolio. That's all she's doing. So she takes that 62, she gets X, she's dumping it into a portfolio. Takes that 67, dumping it into a portfolio. Taking that 70, dumping it into a portfolio. There's nothing else going on here. All right. So let's check this out. So we got Diane's sample. She just turned 62. I just did this month, 62. Her PIA, as it sits today on her statement, is $3,000 a month. So we know she takes it at 62. It'll be less than $3,000 a month. Why? Because she's taking it early. All right. So we have her taking it at 62 years old. Oh, by the way, and she's going to put the money because remember she has no expenses, so she's going to take her Social Security benefit and she's going to dump it into a portfolio. I just have it using the Wellington Fund for simplicity. That's given us a 5.3% rate of return. All right, so nothing extraordinary. 5.3% rate of return. Then we're going to compare it 62, 67, and 70. How much is the value be when she dies at 90 years old? All right, so here we got 62. She took out 62, so let me just show you what I'm talking about. We're going to go to cash flows, summary. All right, so she took out 62. This is proposed plan. We got to go here. Blink. She took it at 62, and she gets $25,000 a year, or basically a little bit more than $2,000 a month because she's before her full retirement age. As such, that $3,000 a month for her PIA is the equivalent of a little bit less than that, about 30% less than that, basically, because she took it at 62. So she's taking this $25,000 every month, and she's just dumping it into a investment right here. 25,000 a month. In this case, it's just getting 5.3% rate of return. You can see right here. All right, so she got, here it is right here. And that's her starting value right there. And that's how much she made in her portfolio return. So divide that by that, and that gives us 5.3% rate of return. And this is how much she's putting into it. All right. So by the time she hits, what do we say here? By the time she hits 90 when she dies, right? She's getting $49,000 a year from Social Security because she took it early. She's getting $49,000 a year. So the question is, well, how much does she have in there? And we'll show you. Boink, 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 boink. And right here, she got 1.8 million at 62, 1.8 million at 90, with a 5.3% rate of return. Now here, she waited until she was at her full retirement age. She had 2.07 million. All right. And now we're going to take it at 70, right? Wait, that's the, screw that. Hold on a second. I want to make that 70. Hang tight. I guess. So you saw right there. Full retirement. She took Social Security at full retirement age. She'll have 2.075 at the age of 90 is how much you'll have in her portfolio. If we took it at 70, this is what I meant to do right there for that one right there. It'll be worth what? 2.159 million at 70. Okay, 159 million. So you see the difference there. So if she lives to 90, it'd be 1.8 million, 2.075 million, 2.1 million, depending on how long she lives for. Everybody with me on that so far? Yes, you are. All right. Let's have her actually getting a higher rate of return, though. You ready? Let's just have her getting we'll say 8% a year rate of return. This will make sense here in just a second. See what that does. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If she took it at 62, she'd have 2.51 million. Took it at 67, 2.55 million. And took it at 70. It should be proposed plan right here. Let me just make sure it tracks. Yep, full retirement. Took it at 70. Should be 70 years old here, I think. And it is. It's look at that, 2.5. Look at that. Now that's interesting. Depending on your rate of return is when you should, what you think about taking Social Security. Actually, watch this. Let's make it even, we're going to go over here and you guys can't do this part. Only I can because I got the magic. I'm the magic man. Yeah. They call me Nancy Wilson. Is that chick's name? Nancy Wilson, something like that. So now we're going to get a 10% rate of return. Watch this. Oh, my lands. Taking it at 62 gives her 3.2 million. Taking it at 70 gives her 2.9 million. And taking it at 67, we're going to go over here. to proposed plan gives us I'm paying another 2.3.0. So look at that. If your rate of return is higher, you get bigger bang for your buck taking it early. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk it? Now, how can we do this differently? Well, we just kill her off sooner. Watch this. We go to profile. We're gonna have old what's this chick's name? Diane. We're gonna have her dying at 80 as opposed to 90. Now watch this here. Now we're gonna go back to the regular returns that we had. So watch. We're gonna come here, go to profile net worth. We're gonna go over here to investments. We're gonna go to this guy right here. We're gonna put it all into, like I said, Wellington. Enter holdings. Hold on a second. Let me do this. And you can see right here, we're going back to 5.3% rate of return. But here we're gonna have her die. What did I say? 890 or 80? I mean 85 or 80? What did I say? I said I think I said 80. Yep, 80. All right. So let's go back now. All right. So now we're going back to living the lower rates of return, but we have her dying earlier too. So you can see here, taking it at 62. Right here, 836,000, dying 85, 80, excuse me, 836 at 67, 821. Look at that. That's nuts. And then at right here, 70, 767. Wow, that's at 80. So let's do 85 years old. Interesting. At 85. Now, again, this assumes that she's just investing this money, mind you. All right, so we're going to go to profile. Hi, puppy. We're going to go to family. Oh, there's the big baby. The big baby. We're going to go to 85. Boink. Come on home, girl, he said with a smile. You don't have to love me, but just hang out a while. All right, so we're going to go to proposed plan. If she dies at 85, it's 1.27 if she took it at 62. 1.32 if she took it at 67, and again, this is with a 2.4% COLA, by the way, and 1.353 if she took it at 70. So what does that tell you? Well, the higher your rate of return, the more likely you should wait to take, the earlier you should take Social Security. The lower your life expectancy, the earlier you should take Social Security. It's just that simple, man. In terms of just total bang for your buck. Again, that has nothing to do with everything else, survivor benefit, nothing. But, I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. If you expect your rate of return to be significantly above what you can get in Social Security, you'd be crazy to take Social Security later. You just would. If you expect your rate of return to be lower than what you could take with Social Security, well, on the other hand, you'd be crazy to take it earlier. You just would. Now, with that said, always remember, amigos, this is a drawback, but the people say always take Social Security early because you'll make more money. Well, what happens here? Say we got we took it at this at 70. We got 1.35 median as our median liquid net worth. Actually, we'll go right here. And 83, we're going to die at 85. We got 1.192 liquid net worth. 18 months later, we're down 57%. 18 months later, we're down 50. I don't have my calculator. 57%. So we'll just take our calculator here. What do we have in terms of net worth? 1.19 million. 1.19. We're going to subtract that by 57%. 119 minus 57% equals. So now we have $510,000. $510,000. Now, if we took it at 62, let's go over here. I got to go to blink. We're going to get rid of these probabilities. We're just going to go blink. Current strategy. Taking it at 62. And we're going to see how much we'd have. We had 5. There we go to confidence. Right there. 83. We have 1.089 million. Minus that by 57%. 1.089 million. 108 minus 57%. And we got 460,000. Oh, okay. That's another reason. So if we took it earlier, we'd have less money after the market decline. That makes sense? If the market declined, we have less money if we took it earlier. And the reason for that is simple, because we have less money. That's just a fact. So the more money you have, the more money you'll have, even if you have a market decline. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Where I'm going with this is, even if you take it early, If you have a reduced amount of money because you live longer than you thought, the market hits you harder if you took it early because you have less money. You have less money to lose, but you still lost the same amount of money, which means you still lost. You have less. Not only did you start off with less, you ended up with less too. That's another thing why I like to take it later, because even if we get hit with a major market decline, even if I lose money, I'll still have more to show for it. That's just a drop. And it's small potatoes, I grant you. But at the end of the day, it's contingent on if you think you're going to live longer than basically 85. And if you think you can get better rates of return done, essentially 8% or more, then you probably should take Social Security early. Nothing else included. No survivor benefit, no spousal, but nothing. Just all consideration when it comes to Social Security. All right. Love your thoughts. Smash that like button. God bless. We'll see you.